What up, Laker Nation? How you guys doing? It's your boy DTLF, man, back with another pregame. As tonight we get set to face the Houston Rockets, man. Houston is coming to town. The best team in the NBA record-wise, and this one should be semi-interesting. Although we do have an interesting storyline to follow, guys. As you guys know, there was a player in the G League, or previously known as the D League, that was named Andre Ingram, who was a top three-point shooter for the past 10 years and has never been called up. So this is going to be his first opportunity, and I cannot wait to see what he does. It's just a good story, good guy, man. He's 32 years of age, but they're signing him for the rest of the season, which is basically tonight and tomorrow, and he's going to have a nice little, chance to shine today going up against the Houston Rockets. It'll be interesting to see what he can do. He is what is he? He's probably. I think he was the best shooter in the G League of all time. Actually, that's what I heard. He shot like 47% or something like that from the field overall. So I would just like to see what he could do, man. As Nick goes by the name of Andre Ingram, we're very thin at the wing. Once again, Lonzo Ball's not playing. Brandon Ingram's not playing, and Kuzma. They're probably all out for the rest of the season. So that's unfortunate, guys. But let's get it. Thank you guys for compliments. How you guys been, man? Glad to see you guys. Second to last game. Season's almost over. I got plenty of content coming to you guys, so keep it locked. But hit me up in the comment section. What do you guys think? You guys interested to see Andre Ingram? I want something good to happen for the kid. I want him to drop like a 20-point game or something. That would be nice. I heard he's going to get some minutes tonight and tomorrow. So, hey, you never know. Where there's a will, there's a way. So anything's possible. It would be nice to see him shine. That way, if we don't take interest in him for the long term, maybe some other team around the league could always use a shooter for next season. So you just never know. I mean, this guy's living out his dream. He gets to play for the Lakers. I'd give my right arm and my left leg. Right arm and my left leg in order to play for the Lakers, at least for one game. So that tells you how much I love the Lakers, and I'm sure he does as well. So how you guys doing, man? What's poppin', Dan? See you with the cut, B. You're right. Let's get it and see my beat player. Yeah, man, I'm happy, guys. I'm excited because, like I said, we have a nice little storyline to follow tonight. I know we're facing Houston, so the chances of us winning are very slim. But there's always a chance, man. You just never know. Somebody might have a career night. Maybe Josh Hart, maybe Julius. Maybe this new Ingram kid comes out and shows us some of his nice shooting strokes. So, super hyped, guys. How you guys doing today? The Ingram story is really cool. I hope they give him the green light. I agree, Alan. That would be nice to see. Just let him go. Let all the kids go. Let Thomas Bryant go. Let Zubats play some major minutes. I just want to see us finish out the season in a high note, and I'm excited, guys. Let's see what happens. And it's very classy of the Lakers organization to give this kid, Ingram, a chance. Everybody was making jokes talking about that's Brandon's dad, whatever. But at the end of the day, man, you got to commend his hard work. For 10 years, he worked hard to get where he's going to be at tonight, and it's always a fun story to watch. Hey, what's up, Showtime? How you doing, brother? Thanks, Sabotage. I appreciate you, bro. If he gets minutes, I say 15 points, 4 rebounds. That would be cool, man. It would be nice to see anything for the kid, anything for this guy to come in and live out his dream, at least for 1 or 2 nights. That's always good to see. But let's hope Luke plays him, because you never know. Dan, you think we should get 1 star and keep the young core, or spend money on shooters? Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best way to go. Anything where you keep the young core, you're talking sense, because they are the future. So we're not only improving for next year, but we're improving down the stretch for many years to come. That's why they're keeping out these young players. They want to make sure that this offseason they have another major leap and they keep progressing, So the South Bay Lakers lineup should just start. Alex Caruso, Andre Ingram, Travis Ware, Thomas Bryant, and Zubats. You know what? That's not a bad idea, LA forever. I agree, bro. That would be nice. Let all the remaining young guns play. Exactly. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Andre Ingram. This is a guy who's 32 years of age. He got called up by the Lakers, from the South Bay Lakers, and he is the top shooter in G League history. So pretty much he's been working his butt off his whole career trying to make it to the NBA, and he's finally getting the shot. Yes, it is a small window, but hey, if he can seize the window of opportunity and hit some shots, you just never know. 32 years of age. Maybe next season some team will look to give him a 1-year deal or something. I mean, Jordan Crawford was a journeyman for years, and he got himself a contract. So there's always hope, man. Dan, do you think Magic will trade BI for a star? Man, you know what? A lot of people have been asking me this question. Good question. It's unpredictable as of right now. I don't know. Magic Johnson is a home run hitter, so if he sees an opportunity, he might just shoot the gap. However, I don't recommend it, and I hope not. I think Ingram is a keeper. Besides injuries and stuff like that, if he throws on some muscle and continues to improve on his mid-range jumper and just his ball handling skills and stuff like that, he's going to be a keeper for years to come. So I wouldn't like to touch the young core. Even your boy Josh Hart is every game I warm up more and more to him becoming part of a young core officially. So it's just we have such a nice nucleus to build around that. You don't want to break that up because the chemistry, you want them to grow together just like the Warriors did, and you got to follow that blueprint. Brook Lopez needs to go. You think so? We'll see. They're just teasing us with Bryant. Why don't they play him already? I don't know, man. That's a good question. We'll see. Hopefully he gets some playing time tonight and tomorrow. I would like that. Hey, Dan, are you going to play NBA 2K a lot this summer? I might just do that. And also, I might be dropping some videos of me playing 2K, taking some suggestions. And so definitely leave always suggestions, man, what you guys want me to do with this channel in the summer. I got you, man, regardless. This is Andre Ingram's chance to get his name out in the NBA media, especially since this game is on TNT tonight. Exactly. Good point. And that's something I forgot to mention. Yes, this game is on TNT. So even though we're out and we're full of injuries, we still got to compete to show these free agents that even with our young nucleus out, for the most part, we still have a bright future. And even guys like Josh Hart and Julius are worth coming to play with. BI could be our best player long-term. We'll regret it in 10 years. Look at his improvement this year. I agree, Showtime. We should definitely hold on to him 100%. I agree. But, it's going to be tough for Magic not to pull the trigger. He's a gambling man, just like Jerry Buss was. So you just never know. Dan, I think they're holding Bryant off in case Julius takes more money somewhere else. Thoughts? Potentially. However, I think Julius is going to be locked unless he takes over 20 mil. If he takes over 20 mil, then I could foresee it being a sign and trade type deal. But you just never know. And nowadays, anything's possible. I have no idea what their train of thought is. Me and my brother had a theory that they were going to play him after All-Star. That never came to fruition. So, they could be saving him. They don't want him to catch somebody's eye just in case they need to make a trade or something. But I don't know. Thanks, Mega. I appreciate you, bro. He said, what's up? I saw Clarkson and Nance. Oh, you did? You saw him live in person, or you saw him on what did you see him on? Sonia, how you doing? He said, yeah, play 2K and Fortnite. Fortnite, man. I have not had a chance to get into that, but I know that that game is majorly popular right now. My little nephew tried to get me into it. A couple of people tried to tell me about it. So I played it once, and honestly, like I said, I just kind of tried it out, but I didn't really like at first glance, I didn't see what the hype was all about, so I lost interest quick, and that's just how I am. If a game doesn't capture me like this, I lose interest and move on because I don't have a lot of time. But I might revisit that this summer. We'll see. Like I said, I only tried it once. Draft watch now, Dan. Oof, man, that video I'm dropping is going to be deep, man. That top 5 players that the Lakers should draft, it's going to be a good one, man. So stay tuned for that. Man, being honest, we about to get mopped. Shake my head. Laker gang for life. I feel you, man, Jizzle. But however, I'll tell you one thing. Anything's possible, man. I've seen some depleted teams get victories versus some real elite contenders. So it's the NBA. Anything's possible. Let's pray for the best, man. Bless you, baby. Let's pray for the best and prepare for the worst. TNT was trying to promote the game by making it Kuzma versus Harden on Twitter. Someone should tell them that Kuzma's out for the next 2 games. Word, man. Do we need Paul George or LeBron? Need is a strong word. We want one of those 2 players simply because we want to take that next leap right away, but we're still going to get there regardless. So need, very strong word. But, I mean, anybody in the league can use both of those players. So that would be a welcome addition. I think we just haven't played Brian because so he won't give him up in a trade. That could be possible, Charles. I completely trust this front office, so I know they know what they're doing, man. You play 2K18? From time to time. Again, I haven't had a chance, but from time to time I do. I hope Julius is more about winning than money, though I never comment on other people's money. That's true. That's a good point, bro. you never should comment on nobody's money. I mean, let them get their money. However, I think he does have loyalty to the Lakers, man. We drafted him. He was a diehard Laker fan since before, so he should. Just came in, nice cut. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate you, bro. He said, we need to surround Lonzo with shooting, no KCP, and start Jay Hart. Yeah, that's going to happen next season. I'm pretty sure we're going to go after some shooters in free agency, if not during the draft. So, yeah, we're definitely going to try to get more shooters for sure. Just, he said, Ingram, Dang, and 2 picks for Kawhi ASAP. I don't know, man. Sounds like a lot for a 1-year rental. You think PG-13 saw the clip of Josh Hart, Larry Nance, and Kuzma playing Fortnite? I have no clue, man. That's a good question. And I don't know, man. Hopefully. I'm sure PG knows he's heavily recruited and wanted here. And I know where his heart is. Now, will his mind follow his heart? We'll see this summer. But I think he's here, man. I really do. We can win. Where's the spirit? Definitely. We could always win, man. It's the NBA. Any team can rise up. We've showed fight all season long, so for sure, we could definitely win. Hey, what's up, Sauce? How you doing, bro? Houston might rest their players, so we should have a chance. We'll see. We'll see, because everybody's fine-tuning for the playoffs, so we'll see, man. So far, teams aren't resting their players thus far towards the end of the season. But then again, the West is tough, and everybody's still fighting for their playoff life, so – he said, yo, Dan, I prank on Katy Perry, shake my head. She was beating my butt. Then I ran away. That is funny. I don't know what you mean, bro. Sonia, what are you talking about? Dan, Luke should give the young stars a chance tonight to showcase their skills. 100, man, always. I've been saying that for the last couple of games. I'm kind of shocked that he hasn't played a couple of these guys more. But we did get to see some of Thomas Bryant for at least 8 minutes in the last game. And I hope I hope that this game we get to play him a couple of more minutes. Bryant's contract isn't guaranteed next year. There's speculation that giving him more exposure might lead other teams from fetch him away from us. That could be it, man. That could definitely be it. You said your dog is making my dog bark. That's funny. Sorry about that, JR. Dan, you need to check that Hart and Kuzma clip. It's only 48 seconds. We'll love it if you reacted to it on the net. Bro, I already seen that. That was hilarious, man. Kuz got some personality. He reminds me of myself when I was younger, man. I was a trash talker too. As you guys already know, my gamer tag is got love for your girl. Originally, it was got love for your mom, 24. So I had to change that because it was banned from all the trash talking I did and stuff. So, yeah, man, I totally feel Kuz, man. Kuz is just he's a good guy, but, the trash talking, man, that's always fun. To have some personality on the team is good for the chemistry and stuff, man. Guys are just fun to be around like that, He said, what's going on with Kuz? They were playing Fortnite, him, Josh Hart, and some other dudes, and he was just he said some funny stuff. You got to check it out. I can't repeat it on this channel, but it's rated PG-13, you know what I mean? To say the least. So, yeah, guys, hopefully tonight we get a dub, man. Houston is no joke. Again, they're my dark horse. They had a fall the other night. They lost to the Thunder. They should have won that game. They played too much ISO. But at the end of the day, man, everything happens for a reason. I can't wait for these playoffs. I'm going to be covering the most interesting games right here on this channel, so I got you guys. And I'll be checking in you guys all summer. Like I said, I got content, and I ain't going nowhere, fam. I got you guys. He said, who do you got for the last playoff spot, Minnesota or Denver? Well, I'll tell you this. Minnesota has lost momentum ever since Jimmy Butler went down with injury, and Denver has been on just winning a lot. So it's a coin flip right now. Excuse me. I hope Denver loses. I hate the chicken nuggets. I just don't like Murray, man. Murray is something else. He's super cocky for how unaccomplished he is. But other than that, I don't mind Denver in the playoffs. It'll be interesting. However, the Timberwolves have a higher chance of pulling off an upset than the Denver Nuggets because Jimmy Butler has been there. Tom Tibbs, he's a tough coach, and I just think they'll have a higher chance of at least taking it to 5 to 6 games versus Houston than another team, Excuse me. I wish the Thunder didn't make the playoffs. Yeah, unfortunately, the Rockets dropped the ball the other night. Miami was winning, and I checked the score, and next thing you know, they got blown out at the end. But it's all right. They're still going to get bounced first or second round. I'm not worried about the Thunder. They couldn't even advance with Kevin Durant and Westbrook, so that tells you that team is going to be in trouble come playoff time, especially with no bench. Excuse me, guys. He said, I just want Minnesota to make I wanted Denver to make it if the Spurs or OKC didn't make it. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Minnesota, I'll tell you one thing. Wiggins has been a bit of a disappointment. I expected him to make the league this season or the previous season, but however, it could be due to the fact that they acquired Jimmy Butler, and he's the alpha on the team, even over Karl Anthony Towns, who I think is the most talented player on that team. But yes, whoever makes it, I just want them to put up a fight. Don't let no top-seeded team waltz all the way to the finals. I want to see a good playoffs both in the West and in the East. Hopefully, like I said, Milwaukee brings their A game. Hopefully, Philadelphia. Hopefully, these underdog teams bring their A game and actually make it a couple of rounds forward. I don't want to see the Cavs or the Warriors, have a cakewalk to the finals. But that's just me. Whatever happens, man, it's going to be interesting. Either way, I root for nobody. Lakers all the way, baby. Would you trade the young core to have LeBron and Kawhi? Nope. No, I would not. The young core means all four of them. No, I'm good with that. I'd rather build around the young four. They're going to be around for the next 10 to 15 years instead of, LeBron, who's only got like 2 to 3 years max of playing in the NBA at his prime level. And, Kawhi, who I like, but I still believe he's a system player. Dan, Lakers need guys like Lonzo, Kuzma, Ingram to lead them to next season to the playoffs. Yes. And I expect them to make a huge leap over the summer. So we'll be keeping tabs. I'll be dropping videos and updates all summer long, updating you guys on workouts, on videos that hit the net, anything. I got you guys. Dan, I consider Wiggins a bust, first overall pick, 4th year. You just can't be hurting your team when you're on the floor. That's what he does. I wouldn't say a bust. Bust is harsh. I mean, he does average, I think, 20 points, or that's what he's been averaging lately. But he's definitely not a bust. However, is he the superstar that he was projected to be thus far coming out of college? No, he's not. So far, yet. There is some late bloomers. I've mentioned it time and time again, so I'm not going to give up on him. However, you can kind of start seeing what he's going to become. It is his 4th season, and you can kind of see that he's going to be that all-star, borderline all-star, but never a superstar, which is a little disappointing because in college and in high school, man, he was highly touted, just like Derrick Rose was, just like John Wall, and he hasn't lived up to the hype. DTLF, man, little bruh, just send some pics. He's at the Atlanta Hawks and Philly game. Ben Simmons is huge, and the game is lit. The rappers there. That's tight, man. That's what's up, bro. Hey, Philly's fun to watch. You got to give them that. Yeah, they talk trash, all this and that, but they've been fun to watch, so we'll give them that. However, I still believe Donovan Mitchell's the real, true rookie of the year. He is officially a rookie. He makes a great point. He was wearing the definition of rookie, which is, first team player on his first year, So basically what I'm saying is, to me, Ben Simmons shouldn't even be allowed to get rookie of the year, even though his stats are pretty good and he's making a good case because he already played one season. We skipped over a couple of interesting looking comments. Let me go back. He said, what's your opinion on Tristan Thompson cheating on Chloe? I don't get involved in none of that, man. We leave that to TMZ, bro. But thanks for the question, man. I appreciate you. He said, Wiggins is just very inconsistent. Wiggins. Yeah, he's inconsistent. His jumper is inconsistent as well. His dribbles haven't been mastered. He's still super athletic and quick. He has a nice first step, but I don't know, man. Wiggins is just he's a question mark right now. When coming into the league, everybody thought he was going to be the next T-Mac. He was going to be the next Kobe-type player. You can never overhype these players like that. You got to see what they are. Just like when they thought Lonzo was going to be the next Magic Johnson and all this. Now, I'm not saying that's not possible. Anything's possible. But you just can't always buy into all the hype. You got to take it 1 year at a time with these young players. And you never know. There's always surprise players like Kuzma, Donovan Mitchell, Larry Markkinen. However, I did have Markkinen high on my draft board because I always used to say he was going to be like a poor man's KP type player or Dirk. But, yeah, man, it's just we'll see what happens. Do you think LiAngelo Ball is ready for the NBA? No. Have you seen the league he plays for, man? It's really soft. They basically move out of the way for them to get layups. It's almost like LeVar is paying them off. Not to sound like a hater, but I'm just saying, like, There's no defense. It's going to be a hard adjustment when he gets to the NBA and they start locking him down, and all of a sudden he can't blow by defenders easily, and he's going to have to adjust his game. So James Harden for MVP, without a doubt, man. He has the best record in basketball. He's been putting on crazy numbers, and he's doing it in the West, which is the most important thing. A lot of people think he should have won it last year. However, you just couldn't deny Westbrook averaging a triple-double and just leading that team to the playoffs. You just couldn't deny it. So my thing is, don't even trip. I think for sure James Harden has to get it, even though LeBron has made a late push. But late pushes, I mean, I'll take a whole year of just beasting over one late push, personally. Does Ben Simmons still eligible to win Rookie of the Year? Yeah, he is, unfortunately, but they should change that rule. I mean, I know it's not his fault, but he did have an advantage of traveling with the team and just learning a bunch of stuff before he hit the hardwood. So he did get an advantage, and that's kind of not fair to the real rookies, which are Kuz and all these other good rookies. So pretty much, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why they make them Rookie of the Year candidates, but they shouldn't, because he's on his second year officially. I agree. Kawhi Leonard is not a system player. Well, I'll tell you this. Let me ask you guys something. If Kawhi Leonard wouldn't have been drafted to the Spurs, do you guys believe he still would have developed the way he did and become the player he is today? Because I don't. I think he would have been really, really good, but I think he would have been more of a defensive player. And I think him working out with Kobe that summer and Popovich asking Kobe to come out and work with him helped him improve his offensive game vastly. And also the offense is tailor-made for Kawhi. So even LaMarcus Aldridge had to take a back seat. So that's what I mean by system player. I don't think he takes the initiative by himself. He doesn't have that ability. I think the head coach pushes him a lot. I think the system runs through him a lot. And so he was kind of I feel like he was tailor-made to become the leader of that team. Whereas another player, comes in with the mentality already of wanting the reins, So there's a difference between those types of players. And I'm just not sure if he'll be able to be the same player after the injury and after he's away from Pop. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, because I like Kawhi. Wherever he goes, I wish him the best. But still, man, I just would I trade the whole young core for him? No, I would not. I see a lot of Kawhi type, potential in Brandon Ingram. I see that potential there. So, oh yeah, I forgot to say hello. Nice to hear your channel again. Hey, how you doing? Welcome back. Imagine Andre Ingram scores 82. No, we can't have that. We don't want that. I love Andre, but I don't want him passing Kobe's 81-point game. So, yeah, no. If somebody's going to do it, it has to be the right person, man, in my opinion. I want it to be a future Laker legend. So, if Kawhi Leonard wasn't drafted by the Spurs, I think he would be more like Tony Allen. I agree, LA Forever. I 100% agree. Or Shane Battier, or a player like that, even though he's much more athletic and he has these huge hands. But I think Popovich played a major role in developing him. And I just don't know how he will be away from that system and on a different team. Now, I'm not saying he's not going to be good. Of course he's going to be good. He has all the gifts. He's a physical specimen. He's super athletic, and he's just a beast. But will he be the same MVP type candidate? I don't know, man. I hope Kawhi comes to the Lakers so he could lead us to a championship, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind bringing him on board after free agency. However, on a one-year rental with the asking price that's going to be attached to his name, I'm not sure I want to make that trade. Did you see Andre Ingram's reaction when he got signed, Dan? Nah, man, I just got back from work not too long ago, but I was listening to it on the radio. They kind of played a little clip, and I can't wait to see it, man. This guy, he deserves it, man. That's the epitome of hard work, you know what I mean? Did you see Andre? I eventually want a Laker to surpass 100 points in a game. Of course, me too. But I want it to be the right Laker. I don't want it to be, a player that's potentially just going to have a short stint. It's going to look weird in the record books if you look at 82 points and then you see Andre Ingram's name above Kobe. So I'm just saying, not hating. I wish him the best. I mean, drop 79 if you want. Just don't pass the record, man, because that's going to look a little funny in the record books. That ain't going to happen, though, but I'm just saying. He said Kawhi was drafted by the Pacers and he got traded to the Spurs. Absolutely. I know that. I know that he got traded for George Hill. That's a trade that I bet the Pacers wish they could have back. However, like I said, it's my opinion that Kawhi, it is my opinion that Kawhi is more of a system type player than a standout. I don't think he has that mentality unless the coaching staff pushes him, unless the system is run through him. We'll see. He already led that team to a championship. Of course, he had some Hall of Famers on his team, but yeah, I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just saying. Well, technically, it's like if they drafted him. Yes, I did say they drafted him, but if you trade for him, before he even wears a Pacer uniform, it's the same thing, man. They traded up to get him. That's almost like if I'll tell you what it's like. That's almost like saying that we didn't draft Kuzma, even though we traded for that pick and got him. Like that would be, we basically drafted Kuz, man. We traded for that draft pick to get him. So, bottom line is it's crazy, but all I gotta say is the Lakers, we on the rise, baby. We on the rise. Do you think Steph Curry has more worth to his team than KD? Probably, simply because they drafted him, but KD is the better player for sure. I mean, KD is the closest thing to better player, best player in the world, after LeBron. But, yeah, they value Steph Curry a little bit more, probably just because he has that nostalgia. When you draft a player, I know the fans for sure probably value Steph Curry way more. He brought a championship there before even Kevin Durant landed, so for sure. However, if you're the franchise, you always have to think what's best for the future. If you had to choose between both of them, personally, me, I'd take Kevin Durant all day. 6'10" guy, take you off the dribble. He can do a little bit of everything. Well, that's a good question. All right, Marina says, this is my off-season prediction. Lopez gone, Randall and Caldwell gone. Lakers will go hard at Cousins and Paul George. That's an interesting prediction. However, I don't see Randall gone. I really don't. Not after what he's done in the second half of the season especially. But could happen. We'll see. Hopefully not. Didn't Kawhi stay in Indy for a year and played some games? No, I don't think so. He was traded. If not draft night, he was traded shortly after. I don't recall exactly the draft, but I know he never donned a Pacer uniform. Dan, who's better, KD or AD? Anthony Davis when he's healthy. He just has a higher impact on the game. If you take away Kevin Durant and you put Anthony Davis on the Warriors, oof, that's even more of a nightmare. I'm telling you. Cousins is too much of a risk. Yeah, Cousins is a risk. I've seen him recently in the locker room celebrating. He looks like he's putting on some pounds. So hopefully he gets that down once he gets healthy. But that's always a risk, man. Players could turn out to never be the same again, I love Gasol. He should know better. What do you mean, bro? I'm not sure. What do you think will be the next superstar team? You mean the next super team? It could be the Lakers, man. It could be Philadelphia. It could be, depending wherever LeBron goes. I mean, most likely when LeBron goes somewhere, he brings a star with him, or he'll make the team trade for it. So hopefully it's the latter, and hopefully, he doesn't make a team. Like if it comes to Lakers, hopefully we don't have to trade a player for a star. And hopefully, he brings an all-star with him through free agency. Dan, looks like Randall will play all 82 games. Cool. That is awesome. And that just after breaking his leg on his rookie season, that's a tribute to his hard work, man, and his durability. He bulked up. He just got better and better, man. So shout out to Julius. He deserves major props, major props. So for surely. Let me see. I might have missed a couple of comments. Let me go up. Let's see. All right. He said, Pagasol said that Kawhi was on Kobe's level. Oof. Yeah, that's a little off. No way. Maybe defensively, but that's about it. Danny, the Lakers are the next super team. Yes, they very well could be. But again, it's going to depend on this summer and what happens moving forward. But yes, I believe that we have a nice, strong young core as it is already. So Philly might be the next super team if they get a max or two. That's also a possibility. Anything can happen over a summer. Maybe. Said, of course, Cousins would have to pass the physical, and the Lakers will look at the medical exam for him. Exactly. Yeah, that's going to depend a lot on if they extend an offer to him or not. But I really think he's going to stay a Pelican. I think this injury kind of helped him build a stronger bond with his coaching staff and teammates. He looks very happy there. I've never seen DeMarcus this happy. You've never heard any problems coming out of the Pelicans locker room like it was in Sacramento. I just think this guy was caught a bad rap in Sacramento, and that could happen, you know. The real ones stay on, Dan, for sure, man. We're the diehard fans. We're here right now. A lot of fans already gave up on the season, which is understandable, but the diehards stick around no matter what. That's why they got the witness 0.4. You know, the other casual fans, they turned the TV off when Tim Duncan hit that shot. So if you catch my drift, the point is always got to stick with the team, man, no matter what. Even when we had that 16-game win season, man, that was tough. Or 17, or I forgot how many wins. It was low, the lowest of all time. Braun Stain on the Cavs. That's also a possibility. We'll see. We will see. Kawhi locked up LeBron in the finals. Facts. Yes, he did. Kawhi's an animal. He could. I mean, some people call him the best defender in the league. I don't argue with it. There's a couple of them, but yeah, he's definitely up there. And then it's always fun talking to you guys. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the post game. Peace out, Laker Nation. I'll catch you guys later.